Game week 11, and here's our predictions for this week's game week. I'm your host Fahmy, and today's guest again is Shamil. Welcome back to the show, and this is Football Talk. But first, like, share, follow, or subscribe for more. Let's go. The first game, Fulham take on Man United, a disappointing defeat against Man City last game week. What do you think about this one?
We played City last week.
Yep.
I don't remember. That game was very bad. Ten Hag made the wrong choices. He removed Amrabat in the second half. We needed a defensive midfielder. The first half was, we played how we usually play, but second half we played even worse. The penalty was, I don't know. What do you think about the penalty?
Controversial, of course, because there's so many penalties that has happened this year, last year. They haven't
But
been
this
that
season,
controversial.
There are many controversial decisions, but we move. But
The new rules, the new Premier League rules.
yeah, but this game week, for me, we have to bounce back. I'm thinking a 2-1 win. There's no way we're keeping a clean sheet with Maguire and Evans. But Maguire stepped up his game recently. But I'm thinking a 2-1 win.
For me, I'll go with the same. They have been playing well. Maguire especially has been playing well. A 2-1 win for me. Brentford take on West Ham next. What do you think about this one? Brentford at home.
West Ham came off a disappointing loss against Everton at home. Brentford played?
Nottingham Forest, I think. Or no,
No.
I don't remember.
Oh,
Chelsea, yeah.
yeah, they played against Chelsea. A good win away. But Chelsea, let's just not talk
We
about
ignore it.
But Brentford off a good win. I'm thinking another win. A 2-0 win.
A tough game. I'm going for a draw on this one. I feel West Ham won't let it go easily, so I'm going for a draw on this one. Burnley take on Crystal Palace next. Of course, I think Burnley won their last game. Crystal Palace having a tough patch. What do you think about this one?
Crystal Palace, it's understandable that they are having a rough time because they have a lot of injuries. And Burnley, we all know my agenda against City. I hate company. And I'm thinking a draw on this one because a lot of injuries on Crystal Palace's side and Burnley are just, let me not swear.
For me, I'm going for Burnley close 2-1 or 1-0 win. Everton take on Brighton next. Brighton's form has dipped. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, it's surprising how their form dipped because they started off the season well. And Everton came off a good win against West Ham. They beat them at home. So now Everton are at home, but Brighton always win when they go away to Everton. I'm thinking another draw.
For me, a tough game. Everton won their last game. For me on this one, I'm going for a Brighton win. Close to 1 win. They might sneak a win out of this, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel it's the tough patch they're on right now. I feel this is the game that will break it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of games at the moment right now, and they're not used to it.
Man City take on Bournemouth next.
City win 3-0.
I'm not going to lie, it's the same 3-0 win. Honestly, they're at
Maybe
home.
more.
They're at
4,
home.
5.
We move on to Sheffield United taking on Wolves. A tough game,
A tough game.
but Sheffield United were destroyed by Arsenal last week. Wolves do you think Wolves can do the same in this game?
They can, but it's a tough game. Sheffield will go into this game thinking they're going to win. They'll have a lot of confidence. They have to bounce back. But Wolves is a better team. I'm thinking, but Neto is injured. So a close win. I'm thinking a 2-1 win for Wolves.
For me, a draw on this one. I feel Sheffield will need to, I can say, recoup. They have to just reduce the goals they're letting in. So a 1-1 draw for me. And the last game for the weekend, Newcastle take on Arsenal. A tough game, of course, always, and especially with the recent, I can see small rivalry they've been having.
Yeah.
Newcastle have been taking their league by storm so far. Arsenal, on the other hand, have not disappointed with their last season's performance. What do you think about this one?
It's a tough one because Arsenal won their last season, and Newcastle's strong suit is playing well at home. They beat PSG. They beat many big teams at home, but this is a tricky one. I'm thinking, let me go for another draw. I'm thinking 2-2 draw.
For me on this one, especially counting back last year's win, I feel Arsenal have removed the. I can see the loss they had the previous year.
Yeah.
So I feel they're going to have a close 2-1 Arsenal win. The next game on Sunday, Nottingham Forest taking on Aston Villa. Of course, again, Aston Villa have been the underdogs in the league so far. Their wins have been huge. What do you think about this game?
Their wins have come at home, and for me, it's a tough game going away at Nottingham Forest. But I think they'll do it. I'm thinking a 3-1 win, Aston Villa.
I'll go for the same. Their performance has been fantastic so far. Their performances, sorry. Yeah, a 2-0, 3-0 win for Aston Villa. Luton take on Liverpool next. What can I say in this game? Liverpool's form, I think, is back.
3-0.
I would go for the same 3-0 Liverpool win.
These games you have to just brush over them, but things may happen. But
it's somehow easy and tough game at the same time. The last game of this week's game week, Spurs take on Chelsea. A big game for Spurs, a big challenge, I can see. Chelsea, on the other hand, need to bounce back after their Brentford loss. What do you think about this one? Another shock?
I don't think there will be a shock here. I'm thinking a Spurs win, and I'm not going to go into detail why, because they have been playing well this season. And I'm thinking another good performance for Spurs. So another 3-1 win.
Tough game. I'm going to give Spurs a close 2-1 win or
A draw.
a draw. It's a tough game. It's a really tough game. We move on to our FPL picks for this week's game week. Of course, number one, Haaland.
Yeah, of course. If you don't have him in your team, then you must be number last in your team.
I think Son is a good asset in this game.
Yeah.
I'm stealing yours, by the way.
No, it's fine. We're just saying that. But another one that really made me happy, because last week people brought in Watkins and he didn't do anything. People captained him over Haaland. So if you don't have him, bring him in this week, because he's against Nottingham Forest and I think he'll score. Another player is Foden.
A tough pick. A really tough pick, because, okay, the only reason I feel we go for Haaland is because he always starts.
Yeah.
But
recently Foden has started like 5 games in a row now. So.
And usually Pep does this. He gives you the impression for like 5 games and then like the next one is out.
But just take a risk this week.
Yeah, you can. Why not? And the next pick for me, I will go for Calvert-Lewin.
Good pick.
He's at home.
Yeah.
Why not? I feel he's gonna score. I think. Yeah. He's
For
going
me,
to score. Sorry, not I think.
I'm gonna say Mbeumo, because he scored and assisted against Chelsea, and he's gonna continue his form. And just throw in another Spurs player, Maddison.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because if Son scores, Maddison assists. If Maddison scores, Son assists.
Yeah, as long as you have 2 players.
Yeah.
Because I thought it might be risky. And my last pick for our fantasy, I will go for Lucas Digne. His performance is quite underrated. I can see Digne and Cash.
Cash, both of them.
Both have been good so far.
And both are the same, almost the same price. So
Yeah.
each one of them. And for me, I'm gonna go for another defender.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go for Trent.
Mm-hmm.
That's the expensive pick, but if you don't have money to buy him, you can go for Simicas. He's much cheaper and he'll start because Robertson is injured
Yeah.
till January. So.
Yeah, I think that's it for our picks, fantasy picks, and show for today. Well, I was your host, Fahmy. That's Shamil. Take care, stay safe, and see you next time.